In 2008, the UCI banned the use of Lycra-based skin suits in downhill racing, and I believe this draconian infringement on riders' kit has throttled a sport where speed is king. Sure, since then the rules have changed a little bit and have definitely been bent at times too, but I believe the skin suit should make a full return to downhill racing. Downhill racing is a sport of speed, where wins are won by margins of a second. Baggy clothing might look cool, but it is definitely not the fastest option. So I wanted to find out how much faster riders could go if the UCI kept their grubby mitts off our sport. Before we go though, a big thanks to Auto Trail for sponsoring this video. Their Expedition 68 XL camper van is built for mountain bikers with plenty of features for getting you out on the trail. Now before we go testing, let's have a little bit of a history lesson. In the early days of mountain biking, everyone just wore Lycra, whatever type of riding and racing you were doing. By the late 90s, early 2000s though, the more rebellious streak in downhill racing meant that riders started wearing baggier kit. Every now and again though, the skin suits would return, especially at things like World Champs, where the national federations supplied the kit. By 2008, baggy kit was completely normalised. However, at Fort William, Chris Porter's Mojo Orange team rocked up with a slightly unique looking black skin suit and certainly turned heads. Later that year, Tracy Mosley, wearing a skin suit at Canberra, beat Rachel Atherton by 4 seconds. Rach wasn't impressed. By the end of the year, the UCI had banned Lycra-based skin suits, dictating that you had to wear baggy kit and you had to have a peak on your helmet too. Why did they ban it? Well, reports are kind of scarce, but basically downhill is a cool sport and Lycra kind of isn't cool, and they wanted to make sure that money was still coming into the sport. Over the next decade and a half, baggies definitely ruled the roost. However, it's fair to say that a little bit of rule bending along the way was definitely going on. Needles and threads and the odd little sewing machine in the back of a van were there cinching in kit because ultimately flapping slows you down. In 2023, the rules were relaxed slightly. Now, jerseys did have to be sold for downhill or BMX racing, and you had to wear 2 different items of clothing, one on the top and one on the bottom. However, the rules on Lycra and elastane-based materials was gone. Then Fox came along with the speed suit, an interesting take on the rules. A pair of trousers and a jersey, but with bibs over the top, because there was no rule saying that you couldn't wear something tight over your baggy jersey. It changed the game. Despite all these changes, I still believe the fastest clothing has to be a Lycra skin suit, and downhill is all about speed. So I want to prove how much faster we could go if the UCI allowed us to wear our Lycra skin suits once again. To test this, we've come to Bike Park Wales to ride the incredible 50 Shades track. We also have a tame racing rider. It's actually just Rob Weaver, he's the boss. But he's also got World Cup downhill experience and kit from across the ages of downhill racing. So we're going to do some roll down tests in various bits of kit to measure the speed and how long it takes, and then we're going to take it to the real world where he's going to set some times down a proper downhill track. Alright, so we found a bit of fire road. It's about 400 metres long. He doesn't know where the finish line is, but I've got my speed gun. So we're going to see how fast he's going when he crosses the line just up there. Just waiting for him to come down. We haven't got communication sorted, so I've got absolutely no idea when he's going to show up. Here he is. Not bad, pretty fast I think, but that is in his baggy kit, so I wonder what it's going to be like in the skin suit, or the modern kit as well. Rob, loving the kit. Is this what you raced in back in the day?
It is, apparently I was a lot bigger.
You've shrunk in the wash.
I did, yeah, as I got old I'm withering.
Can you feel it like baggying?
Yeah, do you know what, like their shoulders flap, you can definitely feel it, they're your bingo wings under there just flapping away. Yeah, legs are colder as well.
Legs are cold, you've got shorts on.
Yeah.
No one wears shorts these days, do they?
Not aero.
So you're going to do another run in the baggy kit,
yeah,
and we'll average out the speeds and the times. And then I reckon modern kit next.
Modern kit next.
Yeah,
okay.
But let's do another one in this.
Yes, all right.
Off your chop.
Thanks.
Come on. Up, 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 up. All right, run 2. I'm not going to reveal it, but it's a different speed. Alright, so Rob's riding back uphill on his downhill bike. He's going to go and get changed and put on the modern kit. So it should be slightly slimmer fit, should be a bit faster, but hopefully not as fast as the skin suit, because I want to prove that skin suit's faster. Alright, so that was his first run in like modern downhill kit. We don't have a Fox speed suit, which is a shame, but yeah. How does it feel on that? A little bit less flappy?
Less flappy, warmer.
Warmer?
Yeah.
More comfortable?
Yeah. Yeah. Just like it fits. That's a good start.
Nice. Well, I ain't going to tell you your speed. We all know because we can see it on screen.
I guess I go again.
Go again.
Right. Go. Modern clothing, take 2. Try and keep in that attack position. Basically force myself not to move at all. Feels less flappy, definitely warmer. I like that.
Same again. Same speed.
Like 20k an hour faster, right?
Yeah, like
Easy.
I could barely hold the gun hard enough for it to
I know.
work.
Nearly tore my hands off. Going so fast.
Those brake rotors pinging.
Still feels so slow. Hardest thing is staying in the position.
Yeah.
You just want to bounce around, do something.
I guess like we're trying to get in the attack position
Yeah.
for a consistency, try and keep it as consistent as possible, try and get those results as accurate as we can. But yeah, you're looking good.
Well, I won't be in a sec.
No.
You know what I'm playing on now?
for this.
You know what I'm playing on now? Look out, I might go back to the future.
Get it.
Here we go then. We're off in the Skinsuit. And it feels weird. Not really sure why. I think it's more I just feel like an absolute idiot. No flapping though.
Come on, Rob. Come on. I mean, it's a strong look. The speed was fairly fast. Kind of looks like Jackson Goldstone, but in red. And without a peak. The peak is the strongest bit, I think.
I feel like such a dick.
You look great,
So
Rob.
glad hardly anyone can see me. Oh no.
Oh, the whole of the internet.
Oh,
How does it feel?
fast.
Yeah?
Faster.
Okay.
But just no flapping.
No flapping.
Get it. Get it. Get it.
All right, that was his final rundown. I am not going to tell you what the speed was, but I'm a happy boy. We're going to go and get back up the hill and then go and do some timed runs in the forest to see what it's actually like on a track, because this is just a fire road. Well, I think it's a really strong look. I was when you were riding back up there, I was like, you know what? It does look like a speed suit. Like the guys who are racing these days have got kit that really mimics
Yeah.
actually a Lycra skin suit.
So all we're doing is proving that they come back round.
Proving that the UCI is wrong to ban the speed suit. But we're going to go find out on a proper downhill track. We're going to go and ride 50 Shades and see what it's actually like. All right, Rob, we're back in the camper van. First off, before we do any timing stuff, what did it feel like riding in a skin suit?
Oh, clearly I love it, so I still got it on.
It's going to be wearing that all night.
Well, you know what? Compared to the old baggy kit I raced in, it's really different.
Okay.
But compared to the modern stuff we pretty much ride in all the time now, it's kind of similar.
Yeah, flapping. I know that it wasn't the most scientific of testing. Now, if we wanted to be like proper science, like a downhill team might be these days, what would we have done differently?
I think for the roll downs, we would have done more of them for a start and potentially over a longer distance. For the timed downhill runs, ideally it wouldn't be ones that involve any pedaling at the start. It would have just been drop in and roll in order to keep it as consistent as possible. So yeah, not the most scientific, but it gives you a flavour.
And that is all we want, a bit of a flavour, because this is just a little bit of fun.
Yes.
And because I want to see more skin suits in downhill. Right, so let's look at some of the results. We are going to put these on screen, so hit pause for a couple of seconds if you really want to delve into them yourselves, but hit pause now. Roll down 1. We can see consistently, actually, that you have shaved off 2 seconds between the baggy and the skin suit. That's over 400 metres and over 43.5 down to 41.6 seconds. So that's like 2 seconds within 40. That's all right.
Yes,
not too bad.
Yeah.
And we can see the speeds went up by 2 kilometres an hour. Now, I'm not saying the speed gun was the most accurate thing in the world, but a 2 kilometre an hour difference is more than 2%. On the roll down 2, a similar story. 43.1 seconds in the baggy kit, skin suit 40.8 seconds. So again, about 2 seconds differential, and bang in the middle pretty much is the modern kit. And again on the speed, we see a 2 kilometre an hour difference, 44 kph in the baggy kit, 45 kph in the modern kit, and 46 kph in the good old skin suit. I was very happy to see that.
You really were.
I really was. I just wanted to prove my point, okay? So yeah, we can see that basically the modern kit is basically as fast as the skin suit, and both of them are a little bit faster than the baggy kit, and that's nothing surprising.
And maybe if I put a peak on,
yeah,
it would even it out.
Even out a little bit. So if we talk about the timed run, so we used sort of about half of 50 Shades of Black at Bike Park Wales. And we used Garmin's new Edge MTB with its timing gate system, which uses like a extra high frequency timing GPS magic didgeridoo, and you set the start and the finish. So actually, I reckon pretty accurate timing. 1 minute 35 seconds with the baggy kit. 1 minute 32 seconds in the modern kit, and 1 minute 31 in the skin suit. So again, you are faster in the skin suit.
I mean, I'd already done one run to familiarise myself. I mean, I've ridden it before, so I kind of know where it's going. So it was more just sort of checking where things...
A reacquaintance.
Yeah, exactly. When I was in the modern kit, I would say almost felt like the fastest run.
Okay.
Because in that kit, in the skin suit on my final run, it was getting dark. I was super tired. And there was a couple of points where I absolutely sumped out that bike and stopped almost dead in a couple of sections. So I had to pedal to get back up to speed. So I felt like I'd kind of just thrown it away. So when I got down, I kind of slipped just before I crossed the final timing gate. And I was like, oh, there's no way that could be faster. So I was really surprised to see that it was almost like a complete second quicker. I don't know. Again, maybe if I had a peak on it, it would have only been half a second. But at least it wouldn't have looked so
that
bad.
peak's carrying a lot of weight. All right then, Rob. So at the start of this video, I wanted to prove that the skin suit was fastest. And if you take a fistful of salt, I think the data supports it. So yeah, if you want to go faster on your downhill bike, the obvious answer, unless you're in a UCI sanctioned race, in which case you're not allowed to wear a Lycra skin suit, is get yourself a Lycra skin suit and you will go faster.
You will. I'm still all for the peak though. I'm
Keep the peak.
We'll
keep the
just
peak.
hideous otherwise.
Big thanks to Bike Park Wales for letting us use 50 Shades all day long. They closed it for us. We're very blessed. Huge thanks to this video's sponsor, Auto Trail, and lending us this incredible Expedition 68 XL camper van. It's been a wonderful place to spend the day. If you want to see more downhill tech, then watch the video coming up on screen any second now, where we went to the Atherton factory to see how their incredible A200G is built. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment. We appreciate it all.